My marriage life in the first place, I didn't know how to handle rather than to controlling everything. People said it's hard when you are already married. You overcome a lot of trials, struggles, happiness, challenges, misunderstanding, and most of all, we have a temptation. People said it's hard, it is not easy to become a wife, especially when you have a children. When it comes to a married life, we need to keep healthy and successful in the future. When you are already married, you should be honest to each other, respect to other feelings. It is consistency for being a couple. Both providing a happily marriage is like a building trust to others. It is very challenging. Both of you are showing a happy life together. A past year from our day-to-day living as a couple, or just like a date, having a time to each other, to our living, just like a normal ways. Especially when you have a problem when it comes financial support, we're both contented for what God's give us our daily needs. In our future, for me as a wife, I'm very overwhelmed, and when my husband cooks everything and showing the love that I deserve as a wife, and celebrating our marriage. And if we have a problem, we talk to each other, especially as now. For me, I'm very disappointed and very stressed to overcome a lot of a problem. For me as a wife, I'm very happy to be contented for what we give to us, and especially now we have a lot of problem to be encountered because we have a lot of temptation and struggling to myself. To my dear listener, the lesson that I give you when you enter a marriage life, you should be ready and contented who you are. Especially now, if you get jealous with your husband or wife, you should be a professional to handle everything and to have a lot of adjustment to carry yourself. Especially now, we have many problems, so struggle, and you have a lot of temptations so evil. As now, we have a lot of the memories to struggling. There's a problem of time. I'm struggling to about the temptations to other people, to other because that day I've encountered a problem. I'm shocking because I don't know what happened to myself, because as a wife, I'm a contented, but he is not contented for me. He cheated me. A lot of people and surround. I don't know. And especially now, we're not talking to each other, and we have a carrying a problem, because that day I'm very disappointed because people give me a challenge or trials to myself to encounter, and there's a lot of things that people say, and everything needs to a marriage, like trials, struggles. But if you have already to a marriage, you encounter a lot of things but you discover around the world as a marriage life. But now, when my husband, everything to see and everything that happened to me, and people said, your wife as a beautiful, but your husband, you see in this world are not contented. People said, before marriage, you are saying, but you discover me because I'm a student. I become a marriage, but he or she finish her studies and overcome a lot. But people said, your wife, we have a lot of temptation in the school, and so we lot of adjustment. But now we struggles, we struggles, but he trials me, and we lot of strugglings to encounter myself. But myself, I'm carrying to handle everything, because a marriage is not easy. But when you encounter a marriage, you have a contented of you who you are. And people said marriage is like a roof, but I don't know what happened from now or a year passed to encounter myself. But marriage is not like easy, but there's a lot of many people temptation. But if you know to realize that many things that you carry a problem a days. But from now in the house, I don't know what's talking to all of us, but he or she realized that marriage is like continue, and we have a light and to have a fighting to income a marriage, because there's a lot of time giving to each other or having a time to each other. But I don't know to have we have any problem that encountered. But we have a plan, so giving a birth, but I don't know for now. We have a staff to planning to give a children of, because he cheated me around in this world, and all the people, everything. We encountered a lot of problem, struggles, and trials. We have challenges. You and he or she giving a financial support, but I don't know what's happened. For me, I'm contented for what forgive, because trials to be encountered. For me, as a wife, I'm very contented for what we are, or for what giving to his. But when you are already married, you should be honest, respect to other feelings, especially now, or building a trust to each other. It is very challenging and showing a happy life together. But I don't know, I don't know what happened to encounter myself. But God's give us a plan to us, to trials, to fighting every moment in our marriage. But people said, fight. You are a strong girl. You are smart. You are independent. But he or she living as many people, that adjustment, we have a lot of adjustment to controlling yourself. Marriage, it's like things, but we do already to all over the world, because marriage, we lots of strugglings we encountered, and happiness, challenges, and discovered. But we broke to each other, because marriage to going a church, to we have a lot of memories in this chart. But and now we broke all over his promises in the church, and I don't know what's happened. And now we have talked to them, but he or she realized and crying for me, because people, or he or she, very wrong to him, because very temptation to have in your life. But I don't know what's happening, and I say I have another chance to give. But if you try to cheat again, we broke to our promises in your families, because I don't know what's happened to you or something to my family if we do that again. Because for me as a wife, I am very contented for forgive and very trusted to him. But thank you.
I won't be able to ask you loud enough. I say real